Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine, David. I think we are a little bit above 170. Am I right?
Yes,
What's
please.
the
That's
total
correct.
for the? That's correct. Okay. But if you can kindly inform colleagues to try as much as possible to join. Okay. And so we'll have a very wonderful interaction today. Since this is our first day, we'll have a very beautiful interaction to actually commence the semester. Okay. And um, I will introduce myself further on and provide the relevant details as to how you can reach out to me anytime possible. And multimedia is going to be an interesting course. There's nothing to get scared about. Okay. And just feel free and we'll have a very good interaction as we progress through the semester. So I would love to share my screen. Okay. So let me quickly do that. So David, who is the assistant course rep?
So look, for the rep, I will communicate
Yeah,
with
David.
you later.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
okay. Okay, so okay, I don't know whether you can see my screen now.
Yes, so you can see.
Yes, we
All
can
Yes,
right,
see.
we can see.
all right, that's good. Okay, so okay, so the purpose of this course is to introduce you to some multimedia technologies. Okay, and it is quite beyond the foundational course. It's a blend of both practical and theoretical content. Okay, so we will be preview to some practical content and as well we'll be preview to some theoretical content. So we should be prepared as much as possible to learn in diverse ways, okay, and to assist each other to understand the various concepts of the course. Okay. So I would share content on the LMS, your course outline. So basically, as I said, my name is Julius Xenyo, and my numbers or contact numbers are displayed on your lecture slide. Okay. And you can reach out to me both phone call or WhatsApp, and as well my email that is jhenyo@gctu.edu.gh. Okay, so any means convenient, you can reach out to me whenever you have any challenge. Okay, as much as possible, we'll try to assist each other to maneuver this course. Okay, so basically the course is to introduce you to some principles, some tools, okay, covering multimedia. And multimedia actually is a combination of some elements. Okay, so when you hear multi and then media, so multi, means many. Okay, then media is medium. Okay, so we'll look at a combination of some medias of communication and some medias of communication, i.e., include text and images, audio, video animations. So you realize that day in, day out, we use these medias to be able to communicate ideas. And the very well-to-do media we use often, as who can tell me, often what is the basic way in which we communicate with each other?
Social media.
In social media.
Yeah. And you realize that on social media, what elements do we normally interact with? What elements?
Text.
Text, exactly. So yes, exactly. So more often than not, I think these days we are even more convenient sending text than actually making voice notes or calls. Yes, so more often than not, the basic form of communication is through of text. Okay, so that is very, very great. And social media actually encompasses all the elements of multimedia. So multimedia is something that we actually interact with in our daily activities. So this course that's why I said this course is going to be interesting, because it's something you do every day. And more often than not, we become experts in multimedia or using multimedia elements, okay? Because I know most of you here are using social media. You have done some form of editing, either video, audio, to post on either your status, your walls, and all the likes, okay, to interact with people. So you realize that when you post a WhatsApp status, what are you doing? When you post a status on your WhatsApp, what are you doing? Yes, when you post a status on WhatsApp, what are you doing?
You are sharing information.
Yes, you are sharing information, you are communicating some idea. Exactly. And these days we become a bit nominal, sarcastic, and about our WhatsApp or even Facebook was IG. What do we do? When people are broken hearted, what do you notice they do? And they don't want to directly say it. Well, more often than what do we do?
They put news on relationships.
Exactly. Exactly. So you realize that often these days when we wake up, we go checking people's status. Yes. We go checking people's status and it give you an idea of what is going on in their life. Is that not it? I think about 80% of time we are right. So we all become investigative agents. Okay. We all become investigative agents. Anytime, sometimes we don't even check on people anymore. We go and check their status, especially on WhatsApp, right? Then you try to see, what are they saying? So based on what they post, you're able to make some analysis to be like, no, this person, this thing, the life, they go well. Sorry, but or this is what is going on with them. Is that not it? And you realize that the status has communicated some idea to you about what is going on with them. So that is the use of multimedia to communicate an idea interactively. Okay, so someone may use just an image as a post, a text, to communicate an idea. Today, David, that is there when David is I think when we are even offended at work by someone or within an environment where we find ourselves, what do? You see people go to their status to make comments, okay, not directly but indirectly to whoever they are trying to refer to. And when you know that the person is also referring to you, what do you also do? You go back to send a banter. Is that not what we do?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Back to back. So only the people who know themselves know that this person is referring to me. Then the other person also knows that, hey, I know he's trying to talk to me. Okay, so the people involved in the thing themselves, they face each other. Then we, the people who are in the unknown, we are like, what's wrong with this guy? Yes. And then, but often, and sometimes you even have to block people to communicate an idea to some specific group of people. I think a couple of us today in social life find ourselves doing that a lot. So that is the use of multimedia. Sometimes you post videos to communicate an idea. You post videos to express what you are feeling, what you are going through. And today, people don't even communicate with people anymore to express what they feel. They go on social media and then pour out their hearts there through videos, images, and text, just to feel what? A bit relieved and comfortable. So that is the extent to which multimedia has gone. And all those things are elements of multimedia. Please, I hope I've given you enough limelight on a bit summary of the course and what you should expect. Is that not it?
Yes, please.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
sir.
basically, yes, these are the things we'll be talking about, and we'll perform some practicals, and it's just about how we'll be able to improve on audio editing, working with text, video editing. We'll look at some animations as well. Okay. So the daily things that we do, the way we use CapCut. How many of you have interacted with CapCut?
Yeah, I've used CapCut before.
I think
Exactly.
the girls are familiar with this.
Why did you say the girls are familiar with it? It's
Very simple.
CapCut design. Yeah, because they're the ones that always like posting, eh? But do
Yeah,
you know there are guys who are also freaks in editing and all those things. There are
Yeah,
guys who are
the
Manuel.
content creators. Content creators.
yeah, Manuel. Who is Manuel? Manuel, come
Ma-
and tell yourself.
I say I'm here.
Oh, Manuel. Oh, are you a content creator?
Yes.
a content
Yes.
creator, photographer, video analyst, video editor,
He's
all
everything.
everything.
Oh, okay. Everything. Oh, then Manuel, you'll be our number one resource person for this class. Okay. So you'll be a
Okay.
resource person, and then you help a lot of the colleagues to actually learn a lot from you. Okay. So you'll be a resource person. So anytime I call on you, you just come for us. Okay. So that
Okay.
we learn from your level. I also share what I know, we learn together. Okay. And make the course very interesting. So there is nothing to get scared about. It's just something you do day in, day out. No matter what, you have done some form of audio editing before or video editing before. Somehow,
Yeah.
some way. Okay. Yes, even if it's just about you trying to post a WhatsApp status and you go and cropping alone is an editing. So you've also done editing, or you've also used some form of multimedia tools or elements and done some of what editing on those tools. Okay. Yeah. So basically, so let's look at some. I mean, we are matured, so I expect us to behave in online classes. I mean, muting yourself. You shouldn't interact the class as much as possible. If you are off, then off. You should be mute. When I ask you to answer questions, you do so diligently. No use of vague words. Okay. No insults, and as much as possible, let us ensure that we respect each other and respect ourselves. Okay. And I think we'll have a very wonderful class. Okay. So there is no beef in this class. And there are no right or wrong answers. When someone is answering and you have a better answer, you raise up your hands, I call you, and you give me the answer. Okay. So in regard, we'll all be okay, and we'll do well. Please, I hope my screen is still visible.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
sure.
Yes.
All right, sure. Okay, so there are deadlines, assignments are there. So we interact on the LMS. Your files will be there. You get your course outline. Deadlines to assignments are sacred. I expect you to, meet deadlines, okay, and ensure that when I give you group works, you try as much as possible to work in groups together and give a very beautiful work. And as much as possible, if they need to use some AI tools, then you use it respectively, but don't plagiarize. Okay, don't plagiarize, and then be diligent in academic honesty. Okay, be diligent in academic honesty. Don't be dishonest academically. Okay, so any work I give you, try to share. Don't be in a group and be adamant or dormant. So we all learn together. Okay, and this so as I said, we'll be learning through a bit of theoretical and practical. So along the line, we'll introduce ourselves to some tools that we use. Every week, we'll be working with some elements of multimedia. Okay, every week we'll work with some elements of multimedia. So I'll pre-inform you about the tools, and these tools are in your course outline as well, which I'll make available for you on the LMS platform. Then you preview yourself to these tools, and then you try to play around them. Okay, some of which you are already experts in, you have mastered already. So you just play around them, and whatever you know, we all share with each other, and then learn better of. And as usual, I'll be giving you a semester project. Okay, it's a practical project. We will try to I don't know what it will entail, but I think we will try to produce some video or some short clip, okay, which would encompass all elements of multimedia. And trust me, it's going to be very interesting. Okay, so whichever group you may find yourself for the semester project, you ensure that you participate very well, and then you also bring your own quota. Okay, and at the end of the semester, we'll do a presentation, okay, in groups, and present our semester project based on what we've been able to do. Okay, all right. So wherever you find yourself, you should participate, and then we will be fine. Okay. I hope all is well so far.
Say,
Yes. All right. Any questions for me? Any questions so far?
So, sir, about the group,
Yeah.
how do you want it?
Yes. Yes. So David would we'll talk about it. It's just an introduction. So we'll talk about it. I think you are about 170, right?
Yes, please.
Yes. So I'll get a list, and then we'll do the sorting, and then I'll enroll the groups together with the assignments as well. Okay.
All right.
All right. Sure. So these are some recommended textbook or readings that you should address. They are online. Okay, so you should address it. Alternatives. Okay, but the main textbook we'll be using is Fundamentals of Multimedia by Xenyo, okay, and Drew. All right, and some online resources are also available. They are free. Either you use MDN web docs. It helps you to learn about audio and video editing, okay, media and APIs. Then we have Khan Academy, okay. It also helps you with storytelling, storyboarding, animations. Okay. And when I say animation, who knows what animations are? Who can tell me briefly about animations?
the use of Blender.
Please, is it?
The use of Blender to create motions.
Good. Yes, exactly. So animations are like moving pictures. Okay, moving pictures. So once you take still pictures. When I say still pictures, they are pictures that you capture. Okay. So when you take pictures and you try to play it over time. So if you have a picture on your phone and then you play it over time, as though, so let's say you want to walk, you move your left foot first, then you take a photo, you want to move again, you take the right one, then you move your arm left, arm right, and you take series of pictures of those. When you play it over a sequence of time, still pictures that you've taken, still images, okay. But when you put them together and play it over a sequence of time, it behaves as though you are in motion. Okay, so as our brother just mentioned, Blender is one of the tools that you can use to create animations. Okay, so then we have YouTube Creator Academy. It's a platform to help you learn how to produce videos, normally for YouTube, for content creation. Okay, so you can address yourself with that. Other softwares we may use is Audacity. I think how many of you have heard about Audacity or have used Audacity before?
I normally use Audacity.
Yes, what do you normally use it for?
Audio.
Yeah, audio. Yeah, good.
I use Adobe Audition on Audacity.
Yes, Adobe Audition or Audacity, exactly. That's fine. Yes, who else also use any of the tools for audio? Okay, so as our brother has mentioned, Blender, So Blender is also a tool that you can use to create animations. Okay, so already we are learning and we are interacting. So Blender is there for animations, Audacity is there. Okay, then we have GIMP for or Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. That's if you have the license. Okay, Adobe, or we can use GIMP for graphics. All right, then Inkscape, DaVinci, or Adobe Premiere for video editing. So along the same time, we'll work with these tools, and I'll give you projects that will help you to interact more with these tools and produce some form of work or work in terms of either animation, text, images, or videos. Okay. So you can also use other platforms like W3 Schools to learn about media, Canva. Okay. Code Academy is there. There are also platforms that can help you to learn. Okay. So these are just tools or platforms to assist you to learn on the course. Okay. So along the line, those of you who have Audacity and the likes would use them. So you can go and install Audacity. You can go and install Blender. Okay. You can install GIMP as well. So along the line, we'll learn how to use them and then perfect them. Yes, Yima, your hands are raised.
Yes, sir. You see, Canva nowadays has embedded all the tools.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you use Canva, you can edit audio, video,
Yes. Yeah.
do animations with the help of this AI they've added.
Exactly.
So as a
Exactly.
beginner, I can recommend Canva.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So there are so many tools that we can use. Okay. So along the line, we'll play with them. Okay. And then we'll look at some tools have certain advantages. Some others also have certain disadvantages. So we'll blend them. Okay. We'll blend them and then we'll see what works better. All right. So as usual, Canva is also a tool that we interact with. Okay. So you can install Canva as well, Audacity, Blender, and then we'll work around them. Some are specialized for editing some particular elements of text, and then they have some advantage over the others. So we'll play around them and see which one suits and works better. So that is fine. So any of the tools you have, we'll look at it, okay, and we'll perfect them better. Yes, any other question or addition? Yes, any question? Any addition? All right, I think I can proceed. Okay, so for assessment, I think we are already previewed to assessment, right? End of SEM 60, assignment quizzes 20, and midterm 20. But we'll blend it along the semester, and then we'll see how much score will be allocated to. So our semester project will also be under assignments and quizzes, and then I'll allocate a substantial mark for the semester project based on your participation and your presentation. So I think the final week for the semester will be face to face. Okay, so for the semester project, we will schedule it and have our presentation on the face to face. Okay, which I will entreat all of you to be present. Right. So I'll give clarity along the semester on what we are doing and what we should expect. And so today is introduction class as I'm introducing you to the concept. Next week, week by week, next week we'll look at multimedia. Okay, what it is, what it entails. Okay, the third week we'll look at text. The subsequent fourth week, which should be a face-to-face class, we'll look at images. Okay, and the fifth week we'll be working with audio. Okay, then I think the sixth week we'll have a start break. Yeah. So when we bounce back the seventh week, we'll work with animations. And the 8th week is for your own self-study. On the 9th week, we'll look at storyboarding. 10th week, we'll look at the working with video. Okay, then on the 11th week, which is the climax of the semester, we'll look at our semester project and we'll do presentations as well. So that will also be a face-to-face class. Okay, so this is the weekly plan or activity for the course. So once you are previewed to it, you can always try to learn ahead. I can give you an announced quizzes that you shouldn't be scared about. Okay, once you participate in class, you will be fine. Okay, I can give you an announced quiz, so you should always read ahead. I'll provide materials on the LMS for you to access. Okay, and if you have any challenge, you just always feel free to let me know. Okay, so this course is just to introduce multimedia to you, the principles and how relevant it is for us to do storytelling. Okay, UI design. I hope you know about user interface design. Yeah, we use multimedia images to design interfaces of applications. Those are all multimedia. And then it also goes into what? Web development. When you go to GCTU website now, you can see what do you normally notice on GCTU website. Yeah, Elvis, your hands are up. Yeah, Elvis.
Yes, please, I wanted to ask if the end of semester project would be individual or group based.
Yeah, please, it will be group based.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, sure, Elvis, you are welcome. Yes. So when you go to GCTU website, what do you notice? What do you notice on our website? What elements of multimedia do you see on our website?
A picture of the building.
Exactly. And what role does it play to you as a user? Yeah, so the beautiful pictures you see on GCTU, the LMS portal, the background, what role does it play?
It makes the first one interactive, the site
Yes,
interactive.
exactly. It makes the site very interactive. So you don't get bored when you are what? Scrolling or you are interacting with what? The application. Okay. So you can see multimedia play a lot. And then most of the information we convey on our website, which elements of multimedia do we normally use to convey information to?
Text.
Text, exactly. Yeah, text, exactly. Very good. I think we are doing very well so far. So you realize that the course is very interesting and it will be a very easy course because it's something we interact with. So let's just participate as usual as we've tried to participate today. Let me hear from at least everyone must try and talk. Today I'm not hearing from the ladies in the class. You might mention one lady for me that you think that I can always call.
Please, which of the emails?
Okay, there are two Ima. Okay, so whichever Ima can give me one. Okay,
Judith.
Judith. Oh, Judith, are you there?
Yes, and Daniel.
Okay,
Gloria.
They are the ones I can worry. Okay, that's fine. Since they don't want to answer questions in class, then I'll be calling them by names. So I have Judith, I have Gloria, and then who else is there?
Mawisi.
Theodora.
Mawisi.
Oh, I see. So the ladies, have you seen how the guys are giving you up? That's fine. So please let's all be interactive, okay? Let's all be interactive and then feel free to express your idea. Okay, so the job prospect and career path for anyone who is into multimedia, you know a lot. Today, people who are not even IT, like the IT, who have not done anything IT, they are even doing content creation and they are making money. They are being paid by YouTube, paid by IG, paid by Facebook. They are making money. So already number one, when you're doing multimedia, the number one career path you are on or your job prospect is what?
You can work in a media house.
Yeah, media house, good. So the media houses all they do with multimedia. Exactly. Graphic designers are part of multimedia. UI UX designers. So UI, user interface, and the user experience. Okay, so the user interface would actually transform the user experience. Assuming GCTU website, you just go and then everything is white. There's no image, there's no background. How they have felt like interacting with our site?
HTML.
Yes, pure HTML, no CSS or JavaScript element. So you realize that it becomes so boring. And sometimes we interact with apps and then you wouldn't want to visit the application again, right? Just because of the interface, how boring it gets. Okay, you wouldn't want to visit the application again. And then you notice recently our MTN app that we use, what did you notice about them? When they did an update, what do you notice? Compared to the previous version, based on
the Momo, they've
UX.
added new features,
Yes, they've added new features. Yes, and the app
new
itself,
functionalities.
good. The
They
app
changed
itself,
the
The
app
app becomes so
the app's
huge and
icon.
slow.
The app's logo is also changed.
okay. Let me take it one after the other. Yes, I think someone said the logo has changed.
Yeah.
Okay, one also said the app has become slow. Okay, then
Now
let me.
they've added with the Momo one, they've added a QR code you can scan.
Yeah, you can scan. Good, you can scan.
And then like
But
the overall visual presentation of the app is also improved. I'm saying they've tweaked certain things to make it more appealing to
more
them.
interactive. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you see that is the purpose of updates. Okay. So visually, they make applications. Yes. Yeah. Hello. Please mute yourself, my brother. Please mute yourself. Okay. All right. So basically, you see that they've improved on the overall UI UX experience. Once you improve on UI, then your UX user experience has also been improved on. But mind you, when you try to also put too much multimedia into your app or your site, what would you notice? If you're not too careful, what do you notice?
It becomes too distracting.
Yes, too distracting. Exactly. And sometimes you find application becoming very slow. The response time
Yes,
becomes longer. Exactly. So you
yes,
always have to try to find, yes, you always have to try to find a blend, a midpoint, so it does not become too much of images and it doesn't become too much. Oh, please, there's someone disturbing my class.
Oh, the guy should mute himself.
I'm trying to mute him. Oh, I can't even find him.
Richard Frimpong.
Is Richard there?
Yes, sir.
Richard, kindly mute yourself, Richard. Okay, so you always have to find a midpoint to ensure that your app doesn't become too much of distracting with too much multimedia elements. But at the end of the day, you find a blend, so it becomes what's very nice. So that's why I realized that when you visit our GCT website, even the LMS have very, very nice interactive sessions. We see nice pictures that makes the app appealing, the portal appealing, and as well you realize that the images blend with the text. Okay, there's no way your text you'll be trying to do blue or whatever, and then you try to put some other colors. So colors also play a role in UI UX. So you have to always show that you blend colors properly, and they are all part of what multimedia. So you can always
Richard.
Richard, meet yourself. You are distracting us.
it's not even in class.
Is that a funeral?
I'm not sure he's even with the device he's using. So
let me get him a meeting. Richard. Okay, so basically, so realize that photographers and videographers are those in multimedia people.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So they are all into multimedia. Digital marketers, they are all into multimedia. Okay. Yeah. So today we have virtual reality. I don't who has ever used a virtual reality class before?
I went to more.
Yes. What was the experience like?
Like you feel like this real, but it is not real.
It's not real, right? And if you don't know,
Yeah.
and you can even get yourself hurt. I don't know whether
Yeah.
you've ever what game did you use it to play a game or use it to watch a movie or what did you use it for?
Yes, so I used to play game. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there was this tall building, you'd be on it, then
Yes.
you fall. Like it was so scary.
You feel as though you are immersed in the experience. You're actually falling from the building.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know
Exactly.
that someone has ever used it to play a game where you need to fight, like you really feel as though like you are really in
you
a
are fighting, you are punching.
yeah, fighting exactly. So
Yeah,
all
mine
this
was in the boxing.
the boxing one. How did
Yeah,
you
the
feel
boxing
like?
one.
Yeah, how did
I
you
felt
feel?
that it was real, and not knowing that I had gone out of the ring, I punched someone.
I hope you didn't go to punch someone else. All right, so it really feels real, and then I don't if you, especially when you are using it to watch a movie that is like a bit those movies that are scary. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
Samsung
don't, yeah,
Samsung has the spectacles that they normally use
yes,
to watch movies. So you feel like you're also part of the movie.
part of the movie
Yeah.
exactly. Yes,
Yes.
you really have that.
Apple released similar one, and
Okay.
I don't know if you can make a phone call and you can have a video call and you feel like the person is in front of you, but meanwhile the person is not in front
The
of
person
you.
is
Like the
far away.
environment, yes, you might feel like the person is sitting in your couch, but
Yes,
that
yes,
person is not near you, and
nearer to
it
you.
was
Yeah.
mind busting, bro.
Yes, it's baffling, like it's mind boggling, you know. So
That's
those are
technology for you.
yes, those are virtual reality. Virtual reality, like it's virtual, but we're making it realistic. Okay, that's why it's virtual. So sometimes you feel like, oh, the person is just I can even touch the person in front of me. And today our TVs are becoming advanced that when you're watching on the screen, especially the ones with 4K displays, what do you feel? What immersive experience do you feel?
Resolution.
Yes, it's so very nice that you may also feel like a part of the movie. Yeah, so
Exactly.
those are virtual realities. So try the virtual reality glass. It's a nice experience. I think which of the malls do we find it? I saw it at this mall.
We go to Bless
Yeah.
and
But I
the
don't
one
have
at
one
Atomic.
so that we can try it when we come to school.
Okay, I think the one I have okay. I'll try to get one so we have an immersive experience of it. Okay. So we can all
Alright.
have experience. Yeah. You can even use it to play games on your phone. And it's very nice. Very, very nice. I'll try to bring one to class. So we have that experience about it. But a lot of you who patronize these malls, I think the mall are around Atomic. I know there's one there.
Yes, Gamers.
Yes, there's one there. And you go and just have a nice experience about it. And you really enjoy it. You may even go crazy. All right. So that is so all those things are possible because of multimedia, and they all inculcate some form of multimedia elements within them. So basically this is what we should expect for foundations of multimedia. Okay, foundations, this is what we should expect, and then we would play around so many tools and some elements. So as I said, multimedia is combination of what mediums of communication. So i.e. we look at what? Yes, number one, text. Number two was what? Number two was what?
Pictures,
Image,
Yeah, image. Number three,
videos,
video,
yes, number four,
Audio.
yeah, number
Audio.
five. Number five. Oh, number five. Our brother spoke here. He said Blender. We use Blender for it. Yes, we can remember.
animation.
Animation.
Exactly. So, I mean, we are all very good, and that is it. So, basically, this is what we should expect for the semester. And
Okay,
we'll
sir.
judge your yes.
Can you classify the broadcasting tools like OBS, Prism Live as multimedia tools?
Yes, they are also multimedia tools.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you work in a media house?
I went to media school.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Because you really have a very good idea about it. Because based on the tools you just mentioned, yeah.
Now he's a freelancer. He wants more money, so he does freelancing.
Please allow the guy. Then your weekends are fully booked. I believe. So I'm really surprised you're in class.
Yeah, I have to come to class.
You have to come. Yeah, it's very important you're in class. So you share some of the knowledge from me, multimedia school, right? So it's nice because the
Okay.
tools you just mentioned, if they are very high-end tools. Yeah. So that's okay. So we'll learn together, okay? So I hope I make
Okay,
the
sir.
class very interesting for you. Nothing to fear about. Feel free to ask questions, be interactive, okay? And basically, so as I said, my name is Julius Xenyo, and my numbers are available. If you have any challenge, feel free to reach out to me. Text, WhatsApp, call. I'm always available for you. Okay. So thank you very much. So what do you have for me?
And me?
Yes, what does the class have for me? Anything you feel like I can add to the course to make it interesting or
Okay, sir. So the animation tools you just mentioned, I know about
yes.
After Effects.
Okay.
Yeah, using After Effects for animation is also very good.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, so with the UI, I also know about Figma.
Figma, yeah, exactly. Figma. Yeah, Figma is also very common. Exactly.
Yeah.
So anytime we would I mean I've classified the course into weekly breakdown. Okay. So the following week that we'll do maybe animation or images, we'll provide the necessary tools that so what we'll do is that we'll work in groups. Some groups will use Figma, some groups may use Blender, some groups may use Canva. Okay, then we'll come up with very nice concepts. All right. So I think that would be great. Then we'll be able to touch on many of the tools. Okay. So because we have just a 2 hour class and we can't touch on all the tools. So what we'll do is that we'll put ourselves into groups and try to work with using different tools to see the results that we'll have. I think that will be very interactive. All right. So if there are no other additions, no other advice, I hope I was clear enough, I was audible enough, you understood what I was saying.
Yes, sir.
All right, sure. All right. So if there are no other issues, then I
Hello,
think
sir.
for today, hello. Yeah.
Yeah, so please, with a conceptual understanding, what makes a system truly multimedia rather than just digital media?
Okay. What makes the system
System truly multimedia rather than
truly
just
multimedia?
rather than just digital media.
Okay. Please, the question is for all of us. I'm not clearly getting it, but yes, who can interpret what he said to me?
Okay, so I think I have a fair idea of what he's trying to say.
Okay, so help me break it down.
But I think I want to, I don't know, I want to help answer his question in a way.
Okay, that's fine.
With your question, you see, digital, how do you call it? Multimedia can be digital and analog. Okay, so with the way you're asking the question, it's like you're comparing digital with multimedia, but let me say the opposite of digital would not be multimedia, but would be analog, because before the digital systems we have now, we used to have multimedia and then they were in the analog formats. Okay, so let's say like the radio, when we're using like radio, only radio, but the radio, we are hearing like, how do you call it? We still got audio and then audio from it, but it's not, I don't know how to say, it doesn't mean that it is not part of multimedia. Okay, so digital is only like a modern way of presenting the multimedia that we are interacting with. So the digital now have to do, now we have computers who are doing visual representations of stuff. It doesn't mean that the multimedia is separate from digital. It is part of it. But just that multimedia has to do with the different modes
Elements
in which we can communicate. So we can do text, audio, videos, and whatnot. So that's what the lecturer was, Mr. Julius was explaining at the beginning, multimedia. So it's talking about the multiple means of, communication or something like that. That's how I understand it. So.
It's true.
Please, any other view? Very good, my brother. Any other view again? Any other view? Yeah, so that's a very nice question. And as your brother explained, I get the concepts from which you are coming from. So yeah, you are really comparing digital versus multimedia. So yes, as he said, analog form of multimedia is multimedia. Okay, and digital form of multimedia is also multimedia. Multimedia works with the fact that once you are communicating using one or more of the elements of multimedia, which we have mentioned about text, animation, video, audio, and the likes, then that is what multimedia. Please you get. So you are blending one or more of the elements. Okay. So the digital aspect comes with modern day where we are using the internet, electronic gadgets to represent these elements of multimedia. So I think that is basically it. So yes, so thank you very much for your answer. Please, I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I get it now.
That's a very beautiful question, right? That's a very and a very wonderful answer as well. Yeah. Any other questions again? Any other questions? Any other questions? Feel free to ask questions. So one lady, Mousy, ask a question. Mousy, I remember Mousy, Gloria, and Judith. Please ask questions. Okay, all right, sure. So today the guys have scored 1 and the ladies have scored 0. So Eric, yes, Enyonam, your hands are up. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, I wanted to find out with animation. I know that the animators the creators, they usually know how to draw. So if we are going to be doing that course, should we have that skill to be able to draw with our hands?
Okay. Okay. All right, that is fine. That's fine. So there are different ways to approach animation. Okay, you can digitalize animation, or you can use concepts of vector drawings, as you said. So you don't necessarily need to be somebody who can draw. Okay, so you can also digitalize it using computers. Today there are even AIs that can create concepts for you. So you don't necessarily have to have any drawing skills. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So there are different approaches to making animation. So that's just one approach, using vector images. And then there is another approach that you can use, just go digital, about creating concepts and actualizing them into motion. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to know how to draw. All right. All right. So that's a good question, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sure. Thank you too. Yes. Any other questions? All right. Any other questions? Okay. So if there are no further questions,
please.
Yes.
Sir,
Yeah.
please,
Okay, sir.
Can you
Yes.
provide the links to all the tools we'll be using to download?
Yes. Yes, as I said, the links will be provided on the LMS platform. Okay. But as well, I'll still share with your course rep to share on your WhatsApp groups as well.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
With the motion graphics, I hope they are all under animation.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when we get to animation, we'll study about all those things. Okay. So week by week, when we will tackle each element week by week, and then we'll look at what they encompass and under which elements they find themselves. Okay.
Okay.
All right, sure. Yes, Ima no work clock. Sorry, Kobla. Okay, I get a Kobla right and the Ima right. So let me work with the Kobla. Kobla, what do you have for me?
Yeah, I just want to ask at the end of this course, is there any way that you're going to teach us to be getting monetization about this multimedia thing?
Oh, please, I can fairly hear you. If you can position yourself better off, I'll be glad.
Please, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of echo or something. Okay, you can come again, Kobla.
Please, I just want to ask at the end of the day, is there any way that about the whole issue, the multimedia thing, that you're going to teach us how to get monetized, or in a way that will be getting money through all the multimedia thing?
Oh, you want to monetize? Kobla is thinking about economic value. Oh, okay, Kobla, you want to monetize? Oh, that's fine.
It's very necessary.
Oh, it's very necessary. Yeah. Then this one, do you want to monetize alone, or you want to be part of a group and monetize, or you want to do it alone?
Anyone at all. That's it.
Wherever you find yourself, the money should just come. Kobla, that's fine. That's okay. So I think the number one thing is about your ability to know how to create multimedia content. Once you can create multimedia content, monetizing it is very easy. So as you've mentioned, we'll look at that. And I know there are people in class already who are already taking the dollars. Okay. So they'll also bring their expertise on board, and then we'll see how we'll help Kobla to also start receiving some of the dollars. Kobla, I think that's fair.
Yes, sir.
So Kobla will focus on knowing how to do the content well. Once we can produce a good content, then I think then the money will come. Yes, sir. Kobla and money. So Kobla, your name will add money to your name, okay? All right, Kobla, thank you. So his name is Kobla Riches. Oh, I think that's fair.
No, Kobla Ega.
Kobla Ega. That's okay. Yeah, Kobla, thank you for your question. Okay, that's okay. Yes, Kofi, yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Kofi, I'm with you.
Please, so when it comes to the hardware, which hardware components affect the multimedia performance the most?
Okay, as usual, even with softwares, the better the specification of your computers, the more you find it, because these are softwares that will help you to run. Basically, you are going to play with softwares. So if you have a better spec with your machine, maybe in terms of RAM, in terms of processor, in terms of graphics, okay, then you'll be able to have a very efficient way of editing where you don't have the software lagging, where you don't have the software trying to run, being slow, okay. So if you have a very good spec with your machine, at least anything above, between i5, i7, with a very good amount of RAM and graphics, you should be good to go. Then secondly, having a digital camera will be a plus, but these days you can substitute with phones, right? Some phones even have sharper cameras than our digital camera. So if you have a phone with a very good camera quality, it also helps. And you even know most of the people who do content online today are just using their phones, especially people with iPhones and Samsungs, right? Let me just say iPhone. Okay, people with the latest iPhones. Because if I say iPhone, someone will tell me I'm using iPhone 8, Samsungs. They have very good camera quality. So basically, if you have any of these tools in terms of hardware, you have a good from i5, i7 with good RAM and a very good smartphone, you'll be able to be a very good multimedia expert or a multimedia person. Please, I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, yes, sir. But I know all those things that you mentioned all contribute to it. But I wanted to know the one that contribute the most.
Oh, okay. For this course, unless you are going to go into multimedia, if you want to go into multimedia as a multimedia person, then there is no tool that contributes, because all tools actually they help each other. They are a helper to each other. So you need a digital camera, you need a microphone, you need all the tools. I can't really say this one contributes the most, but more importantly, because every tool is assisting the other to produce a better result. But more importantly, I think the most basic tool you need as a person will be a laptop and a very good smartphone. That would be the most basic that I would say may contribute, because a laptop will help you with good editing, and then your digital phone, if you don't have any camera, your digital phone, your mobile phone will also help you with capturing and the rest. So I don't know whether you watch this lady, Itchy Boots. How many people watch Itchy Boots on YouTube? Hello?
So we don't know the account.
Okay, that's fine. So I think she does a lot of adventure, but you mostly see that she goes with some digital cameras, a microphone, and then a laptop. Okay, basically. So These peripherals somehow they contribute to making the work better. But if you want to do anything basic, the one that will I'll say the most relevant, you need a laptop and a very good smartphone. That you can even start producing multimedia content that you can even monetize. Okay. But if you want to really go into multimedia, then there are a lot of tools that we need to mention for you to buy.
Yeah, they are expensive.
And they are very expensive. And you need, in fact, you can't run from any of them because they all have
Yes.
their specific roles and they all have a way of contributing to your work becoming very good. All right. So you basically need a lot. Okay. But the
You
most
use your
basic
money
high
to buy gadgets.
and that is why videography and photographers charge a lot. And will complain that no, when they come and shoot this birthday or just my wedding, and then you are charging this amount of money. Trust me, sometimes the whole year, the amount of work they do does not even contribute to the camera, the lens. The camera lens alone, the cost of the not we are not even talking about the hardware itself, just the lens that is attached to the camera itself. It's very expensive. If you want a sharper image, the lens are expensive. Okay, talking about before you get the digital camera itself, before you even get a very good tripod, it it entails a lot. That is why sometimes you find them charging exorbitant charges. Okay, because going online to even purchase these things is very expensive. You can find lens being sold above 10,000 Ghana cedis, just a lens. And it's a lot. I don't know, a lot of you know that product, Godel products. They are very expensive. Yeah,
Very
very
expensive.
expensive. Yeah. Yes, Benis. Oh, sorry, my brother. I hope I've answered your question.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Benis. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have a question to ask.
Okay, Benis.
So the question is, does a project need to have all the 5 elements before it can be called a multimedia, or 2 or 3 of them is fine to go with?
Okay, so this one I want someone to answer for me on my behalf. Yes, who answer Benis for me? Yes.
Multimedia basically means one or more.
Exactly.
So if you are working with video and a text, it's multimedia.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Benis, I hope your question has been answered.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Sure. Yes. Oh, now so a lady has asked a question. Oh, that's fine. So the ladies are also on board. All right. Yes. Any other question contribution? All right. I believe we've exhausted our question. Yeah. Oh, Enyo, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Are we going to be
So
coding?
I'm taking one. This is the after Enyo, I only take one last question because yeah. So if Enyo, yeah, let me get yours.
I said, are we going to be coding in any way in this course?
Oh no, Enyo, you don't like coding.
No, sir.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah, I understand. And don't worry, this course, you will not code.
Yes, thank you very much.
So when you go to church tomorrow, I say ask for multimedia there. Coding is not part. All right,
So
sure.
what about the UX?
Yeah, the UX, but we'll touch it in a way where we'll not code. Okay, I don't want people to run away from class. All right, so we'll make it interesting. Okay, we'll make it interesting. So Enyo, don't be scared. Okay, there is no coding. No, Enyo, there is no coding. Enyo, there is no coding. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's a lie.
Anyway, so one last question. Then we call it a beautiful end of class. Here's one last question. Okay. I believe there are no questions anymore. So, with permission, I wish you the best of your day and in your subsequent lessons. And I'm glad to interact with you. It was very interactive and exciting. So I hope put this energy in everybody the best. Thank you very much for joining the class. Have a beautiful day.
You're welcome.
Nice day too, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sure.
Let me get this right. You're forced to listen to this fog music so your head doesn't explode and kill us. Okay.